Well, before I talk about the FVM 50 focusing flashlight and HD camera, I'd like to give you a comparison first. On the right is my Maglite. I don't know if it's the biggest light that Maglite makes, but it's big and it's heavy. And on the left, you see how the Movo just dwarfs it. It's so much bigger and heavier, but it's got a lot of equipment in it. It's got some very powerful LED lights and a pretty cool camera inside, so that accounts for most of the difference. So I'll be back in a minute and talk about some of the details. Okay, let's take a closer look at the Movo flashlight and HD camera. One thing I've already done that you'll get with the set is you'll get two of these silicone rings that slide on, and I've already put them on, and you don't have to, but they serve a couple of purposes. Number one, they help keep it from rolling over if you lay it down on a table or something. And number two, you get a really nice padded carrying strap that you can connect to the silicone rings, which makes it nice because it's a very heavy flashlight, and believe me, it helps if you can sling it over your shoulder. Moving on up here toward the flash head, this is the button that you use to turn the light on and off with. We'll get to that in a minute. Like the other controls on here, it's completely sealed, and it's either rubber or silicone to keep it water resistant. So now let's go over to the back and see there's a flap here that seals moisture out. I'm going to open it up, and inside we have three things. Number one, right here is a little micro SD HD card that just pushes into a spring-loaded slot, and when you push on it with your thumbnail, it pops up. Now, my hands are a little bit clumsy, big to get in there. People with smaller hands could get in there all right. What I've been doing is using my wife's little eyebrow thing to pull it out. It works real well. But actually, you don't ever have to take it out because you've got included, there's a USB cable that you can plug into the port right here and then take that to your computer, so you really don't even have to take the card out. I don't know if you can see it, but right up here in the very corner there is a little tiny opening, and that's actually the microphone. So when you're recording video and you want the microphone on, because you can turn it off, but if you want to record the audio, then I would leave this flap open. I tried doing it once with it closed, and the sound was pretty muddy. It didn't come through real well. Now, turning it over on the other side, this is where the real guts are. Let's take this flap off. And you have four buttons here that control all the camera functions, and here you have an 1.5 inch diagonal LCD screen that is very high resolution for something so small. Gives you a real clear image of what you're shooting. And then just to go on to the front, we have the 6 LED lights here, and believe me, they're powerful. I'm not about to turn it on with it aimed at the camera. And right in the middle you have the lens. Now, the light itself can be pulled out. You see it opening there. That opening is about 0.2 of an inch, and when you pull it out, it refocuses from a wide beam to a narrower beam. I commented in my review, it's a little stiff to pull it in and out, but it does, you can do it, and if you do it for a little while, it does get easier to do. It just needs a little working to loosen it up. So that's the close-up view. I'll come back again and we'll take a look at the actual camera and light functions. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate the flashlight now. It has four modes. It can go from high beam to a low beam to a flashing strobe to a slowly flashing SOS in Morse code. So here we go. This is the high beam, and seriously, it is bright. I'm not going to aim it anywhere close to the camera. Now I'll go to the low beam. Now let's go to the flashing strobe. And now let's go to the SOS. You see it, it's a very slow Morse code, but it's 3 shorts, 3 longs, and 3 shorts. Okay, so that's a demonstration of the flashlight. Next we need to do the camera. Alright. Alright, I just want to briefly go over the camera and video functions with the FVM 50 flashlight HD camera. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the recording. Actually, when you push the little button down for 3 seconds, you get a welcome screen, and instantly it goes into recording mode. You see the little red flashing light. It means it's recording now. And I've got it set for 720p just to keep the file sizes down, but it will go up to 1080. Okay, now that's recording. I'm going to stop recording and push the button again. Okay, now I've stopped recording. I'm going to go into still camera mode, and that's this button here. So we'll give it a press. Okay, now I've got it set. I don't know if you can read this on my little screen, but I've got it set for a 5 megabyte pixel. It will picture. It will go up much bigger than that if you want to, but I'm trying to keep the file sizes down, and I'm just checking it out right now. So we'll go ahead to take a picture. We just push it like that, and bam, you've got the picture. Just keep pushing every time you want a still picture. Now, I don't have the flashlight turned on. The flashlight and the camera functions are completely separate from each other. But of course, obviously, if I needed more light, I can just turn the flashlight on and get plenty of light on everything. So that's it in a nutshell. I'm not going to go over every function, but you do the setup menus through these 4 buttons. You also do playback. You can play back the video or see the stills that you've taken. And when you're finished with using the camera, you get goodbye, and it's off. So that is it in a nutshell. Giving you my opinion of the FVM 50. You can read my review for more details. Full disclosure, I was given one of these to evaluate and review. I appreciate your watching.